All right, so experiment number 2 with my CKM, which is a continuous ketone monitor. First one on the market. I got it at KetoCon from a company called SciBio, and just trying to gain as much info as I can over these 2 weeks that I have the monitor on. Thus far, I have not been able to get my ketones up over zero point 0.6. I got as high as zero point 0.6, just like one reading up to zero point 0.6, and that was after I walked all over San Antonio, Texas for like the entire day. We just walked and walked and walked and walked, and I ate keto that day and got all the way up to zero point 0.6. Besides that, I seemed to like flatline overnight, which surprised me. Just like 0 0.1, 0.2 all the way overnight. And then after I get up, they start to rise a little bit, but they almost never go above that 0.5. 0.5 is like the highest I will get. I have not been able to figure out like a specific kind of food that makes it go higher or anything like that, or activity. I haven't been able to crack the code for myself of how I can control the numbers. So I'm curious for this next experiment, and this is something I got at KetoCon. It was in the freebie bag that I got, and I have never tried this. This is the brand is HVMN, and I've heard that this is like rocket fuel. There's different kinds of ketones, and from what I hear, this is like the crazy intense ones. I have tried a few other exogenous ketones. I've tried the Audacious Nutrition. I've also tried Dr. Boz's ketones, but it's not something I take every day. Honestly, they all taste terrible to me. They're horrible. And I never saw like this huge, incredible benefit from taking them. So it wasn't something that was worth my time and money and effort to continue to take. And I don't think that they're necessary. I mean, unless you're trying to get like super therapeutic levels of ketosis for cancer or some kind of an issue that you're dealing with, which I am not. So it hasn't been something that's been part of my regular life, but I am very curious to see what this does to my ketone levels and if I can get it to, bump my ketones up above zero point 0.6. Although if it does bump my ketones up above 0.6, it's like, does that really help me? Does it matter? I mean, I guess it'll just depend on how I feel. But if I'm pouring ketones in my stomach and then my body is burning those ketones, is that better? Is that better than not? Because obviously it's not burning my own body fat. I'm kind of thinking that my body is really resistant. Well, one of two things. Either my body's really resistant to tapping into my body fat, and that could explain why fasting has always been so incredibly difficult for me. Or it could be that my body is really efficient at using the ketones for fuel, and so they don't just float around in my bloodstream all day. Some people, have these super high ketone levels. It's like the ketones are just hanging out there, and maybe my body is just super efficient at burning them. Although if that were the case, I feel like fasting would be a little bit easier for me. So I don't know, still trying to figure all this out, but I am curious to see what this Ketone IQ ketone shot from HVMN will do to my numbers. All right, so here's the ketone app. It says right now, oh, actually, I think it's about to update. I was at a 0.4, and there it goes. There it goes. Data uploading. Boop, 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 boop. And I am currently at a 0.5. So that is the highest I usually see. So you can see over here, the first part of the graph from today, that's the nighttime where I flatline and have super low ketones. And then my ketones kind of go up and down squiggly all throughout the day. All right, here we go. Doesn't smell too bad. Smells a little fruity. But ketones taste terrible, so I'm not planning on enjoying it, but we'll see. It's not as bad as the Audacious Nutrition ones. Those are horrible. But it is not pleasant. They are not good. Not good. Oh my gosh. Why do ketones have to taste so bad? All right, hopefully it'll be worth it. We'll see what my numbers do. After I finished drinking that, I see on here it says serve cold. I did not do that. That was room temperature. I wonder if it being cold would make it better. It's been about 30 minutes and I just checked my ketones and they are up to 0.9. I'm starting to feel it. I can feel the energy. Got warm, took off my sweater. Hey, dogs. So definitely something is happening. All right, so an hour after I drank the ketone shot, it looks like my numbers peaked at 1.2 and then they've started to come back down. I'm about an hour and a half from taking it, so I suppose they could go back up, but I have a feeling they peaked because they started to come back down. So I got up to 1.2 and then they started dropping a little bit and I'm at 1.0 right now. So I just checked my ketones again and I am back down to the 0.5 where I started. So all in all, my ketone jump lasted 3 hours, which I don't know if that's good or not. I may do some tests on the other ketones that I still have, exogenous ketones I have in a box somewhere, and see if I get something similar or how it compares. But that was interesting. I did feel some energy. It wasn't anything like crazy dramatic. I kind of got warm, like I told you, took off my sweater, and oh, the dog just went in the pond and then shook all over me. Thank you, Izzy. That was very nice. Okay, so I got a little bit warm and took off my sweater, and I could kind of feel, not jittery, but I could just feel in my chest like some energy, I guess. So yeah, I think it would be nice to have those little ketone shots like before you have an important meeting, or Izzy is trying to get me to throw this ball really, really bad. Hold on a second. Hold on just 1 second. Okay. Like before you have a really important meeting or something like that, it would be great to take a ketone shot if you're one like me that doesn't get this great rise in ketones from fasting. I remember at KetoCon hearing Mindy Pell's talk, and she said that she was fasted for her talk because she, feels more energized and her brain is clear when she fasts. And I just have not really experienced that. And maybe it's just that I haven't fasted long enough to be able to achieve that. But it's just, I don't think of a fasted state as being something that gives me more energy or clarity. So anyways, maybe something I need to work on, but all in all, very interesting results. Do you want to say hi?
Hi. But can I show you something, Mom?
What is it you made? Wow, you got a bunch of hay and moss and...
Yeah, because I wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Is
it for some animals to eat or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, like an animal feeder? That's cool. Okay. All right.
That's for my secret hideout.
Oh, for your secret hideout?
Food.
Okay. All right. Say bye to everybody.
Bye.